Our company name is RMO Diversity Solution Services. It assists what it does is one is the assist the business to obtain the diversity certifications. Second, partner with the several corporations, assisting the suppliers with the certifications. And also the value add is guiding the certified suppliers to activate the certification for growth. So using the certification process, how we can grow your business, she can help you also. Um, with that note, I will welcome the Ranjani. Ranjani, welcome to the Atmiya best session. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Can you all hear me very well? Everybody can hear me? Okay,
yes.
good. Yeah.
Ranjani, from here onwards, Sandeep, sorry, Chaitanya and one more Bala is there. If he's there, they can coordinate. Myself will moderate the call from the. You can start with the any presentation you have. I think
Yes.
Chaitanya, take over from here. Thank you.
So do I have access to share my screen?
Yes, we can provide access.
Okay, thank you. How is everybody doing on a Sunday morning, afternoon, almost afternoon for all of you? So are most of you going to be at the IT Serve in the middle of the week?
Yes.
Very good. So I'm hoping, right? I plan to be there as well, actually. Right now, today I leave for a conference, National Minority Conference in Baltimore. It started today actually, but I'm going from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so Wednesday night I fly into Atlantic City for the IT Serve conference. So first and foremost, Om Naka and others, thank you so much for having me here. And it's a privilege to be meeting all of you and also present about my business and what we do and how, mainly talking about certifications, the eligibility, the benefits, whether you should be certified or not. So we are just going to go over several things. So if you have any questions while I am doing a presentation, I would like for you to just like raise your hand or stop or let your moderator know about it so that they can stop me, or even if you put it on the chat or something, if somebody needs to talk to me, and I can stop and answer. You don't have to wait till the end of the presentation because you might forget what you're going to ask me. All right. So with that, I can get started. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can, Ranjani.
Okay, wonderful. So what we do is RMO Diversity, we help businesses to not just only to get certified, we also want to make the connections for them to find the right path to get contracts with the government or corporate sectors. But we don't really get the contract for you. We pave the way for you. I always tell my clients, I will take you to the table, but you have to sell. I cannot sell for you. I can take you to the right person, to the right avenue, not just if you want to meet somebody in, for example, say Apple, not just anybody in Apple, finding the right procurement division for you and then connecting you, but then you have to make the sale. So, but before that, we want to make sure that you are ready to work with Apple. So we do all that evaluation and then we will connect you. So that's what we do. Let me move to the next slide. Okay, there. So a little bit introduction about me. Originally from India, I'm from Chennai, born, brought up over there. And I came first to Texas. I came to study here. I did my master's and I joined the Texas Instruments and I was working with them for 10 years in their marketing division and traveling extensively. And after that, I took a break to go back to India for a year and a half. There is an echo.
Yeah, I think we should be good now.
Okay, good. So I was working in Texas, and then I got an opportunity to come and work for a big software company in San Francisco. And I came here, and then while I was working with them, I attended several conferences and found out about certifications, details, because California is the melting pot and they were first introducing all of these things. So once I got to know about it and I went through the process for the company I worked for, and I got them certified. Once we got certified, we went after contracts. So within like 14 to 15 months, we won a contract with the Blue Cross Blue Shield for $2 million to develop their healthcare website. Once we got that contract, the company was immediately bought over by EMC Corporation. I didn't want to go back into another corporate and sit in a cubicle. So I opted, because I was doing the certification, I said, I will register and try. If it works, otherwise I'll go back into workforce. But this is 12th year. My 12th year doing this business and never looked back. Took a couple of friends and got the business certified, and they connected me, and it just went from there. So that's what I do. And you see some art pieces in the middle. If I have time, when I have time, I'm an artist, pastel artist. I do art and I show here in California in several areas. Okay, so that is a little bit about me. And then about Armored Diversity Solutions, we provide services for corporations. We are contracted with several corporations across the nation to certify all of their suppliers so the corporates can increase the diversity spend. We work with businesses to get them certified. But more important, what you see at the last one is the BCMS, which is Beyond Certificate Mentorship Program. So where we teach every client that we get certified, we show them how to create their capability statements, and how to do the elevator pitch, and how to develop their pitch deck. And during this time, when you're doing all these pitches, we invite corporates to come and see our clients do the pitches. And so it's a great exercise for you to be able to present in front of the corporates in the Zoom settings, because we have clients all over the nation and globally as well. So that's a little bit introduction about me. So now let me go to our agenda. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be talking about diversity certifications, and whether you are eligible or not, and why do we need to get certified. Okay, and how, after you get certified, how do you prepare for growth, and then how do we go after contracts, both federal and corporate contracts. So this is going to be my thing. And if you have any questions, you can stop me and let me know. Okay. And then let me go with, okay, now there are various kinds of certifications. For example, in the US, there are 300 plus certifications. So I have listed them, the main important ones in the slide. Where it's small business. Every state has their own small business certifications, and the national minority certifications. That's where I'm going for the conference, where there are going to be 320 corporations are attending that conference. And out of the 300, 280 of them are setting up a booth, and we have a matchmaking sessions. I have a meeting with 7 different corporations, because I'm also pitching to the corporate to help certify the suppliers. So I have a matchmaking one-on-one with the corporate to speak to them and talk about my services. That is the power of certification. That's what it does. It opens the opportunities for you. So for example, we all do business. And we connect. When we start the business, we connect with a network, find the ways, how to find clients. We do all that, right? And we, especially from India, are very smart people, and we can make that happen. But after 3 or 4 years, we kind of hit a wall. Your network, you have saturated your network. You don't know where else to go. You see a lot of competition. You're trying to figure out, how do I work with these corporates? Where do I go? So that is where certifications comes into play, right? What it does is it opens doors for you, and it creates opportunities. So when you, like what I said, I'm going there, I am meeting with 7 different corporates. That is an opportunity. Because I am certified, I'm able to meet with the, have the matchmaking. without, I can still go, but only because I am certified, I'm having this opportunity, right? So that is one thing. And second thing is there are a lot of workshops and trainings that happens. So because of that, I can grow my business, access to capital I get. And some of the corporates, if I'm certified, they pay me in 15 days or in 30 days, like not 90 days, right? Not all the corporates, but some of them do that. So there are several of these benefits that we can avail if we are certified. That is the power. And also you're constantly meeting with new people there, and we can learn from each other as well. So being certified, why is one of the reason why is it important to get certified? Okay, so there is small business, minority, women-owned, veteran, LGBT certification, and US PAC certification, disability and disadvantaged, 8A, hub zone, GSA schedule, and I think we Connect is the women business international certification. So I think most of us know what are these certifications are, right? Any questions so far? Anybody thinking anything about it you want to share?
Ranjani, a lot of people don't know because, they don't know, right? Most of the time they look for the corporate opportunities. But the importance of getting them into the, direct client or vendor business, well, this will
Yeah,
helpful.
I'm
Really
getting
helpful.
there.
Thank you.
I just, setting the stage to get there, right?
So
So,
I
Any
have a
questions?
question, madam. This is
yes,
Vamsi Possibility.
yes, go ahead, Vamsi.
So are we eligible for multiple certifications at the same time? Suppose if I
Yes.
am, okay, so
Go ahead,
that's what
go ahead.
so if we are eligible for WBE and VC, right? Are we eligible for the other one?
Yes, you can be.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that also. Okay, good question. All right. So yes, one person, one company can be eligible for 3 or 4 certifications, right? But then, Vamsi, to answer your question, we have to think we can grab so many, be certified in so many, but how are you going to use it? That's what I'm going to talk about, right? You have to use it and then get some contracts out of it, do something about it. It's not simply, okay, I'm also certified, telling everybody I'm also certified, but you have to make use of it, right? That is the power of
Of course,
certification.
madam. Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
that's the yeah. How we make use of it is the important crux.
Key point of it, right? So there are state certifications, there are county certifications in your own county, and then there are city certifications, and there are national certifications. The first, then NMSDC, VBank, NVBDC, these are all national, and then federal certification, DBE, 8A, Hub Zone, GSA, these are all federal certifications. So I'm going to talk about how and why they are all important and how it can be used for your business. Okay. Now, next, let's talk about eligibility, right? Not all certifications, everybody can be eligible. Most of the federal certifications, you have to be a US citizen. Most of the federal certifications, right? And in the national certification, for minority certification, you have to be a US citizen. If you're not a US citizen, you cannot go for the national minority certification. You can go for your state certifications, and you can go for your city certification if they are offering. But national, if you want to certify as a, see, all of us from India immediately qualify for minority certification, but we have to be a US citizen to be certified. Okay, that is the criteria there. And then we have to be a for-profit. Certifications are done for for-profit, not for non-profit business. Non-profit can apply for grants. For-profit will apply for contracts. Okay, so that's the difference. And then for minority, when I say you have to be minority owned, women owned, veteran owned, what that means is 51% or more have to be owned by minority, or 51% or more have to be owned by women. When I say owned by women, it is not just only in paper, 51%. They have to be involved in the business. They have to run the business. They have to have financial control. Their name should be in the bank. They should be signing checks. They should know, do the business development, understand where I find my clients, because every certification council, they have an interview. There is an interview after we submit the application, when the paperwork is right, they come for an interview. They will only speak to the majority owner. If the majority owner is a guy, they'll speak to the guy. If it's a woman, they'll speak to the women only. There is nobody else can be in the room. So they will ask them all questions about the business. Who are your clients? How much did you make last year? And how are you planning to find your client? Why did you start the business? What is your interest? And so you have a family. How are you able to focus if it's women, right? They ask more questions. And if it is a husband and wife together doing a business, it is a little bit more complicated, because the women business council always think the husband is putting the women in the front, getting women on certified. So, but he's the one who's running the show. So they interview the women more deeply, more questions, right? So we want to make sure before we go for the certification, if the women is only in the paper, we get them involved, we get them understand the business and everything, and then we get them. We help. Armo Diversity, we help to coach on the interview, all that we do, but they have to be involved, right? So they can fluently speak about the business, talk about the business and all of that. It's not enough if they only handle HR and accounting. They have to do business development and financials. They need to know, because they'll ask, what is your equity in the company? Did you borrow money from, like, suddenly they'll ask, but they have to be prepared to answer all of those things. So the criteria is 51% minority owned or women owned, if it's going to be women owned business. Normally, they request you to be 2 years in business before you go for the certification. But there is a waiver. So for example, if you're working in the IT company for 10 years, 15 years, long time, and then you come and start your own business. So you have the background of IT, right? So you can start a business immediately. You can get certified. You don't have to wait for 2 years. So for example, you're working in the IT company for many years, and then you want to start a restaurant, right? Then you cannot be certified immediately, because you don't have the background, past performance or experience to show to get certified. So that's the difference. So is it clear, or like what I'm trying to say? So you have to, that's the 2 years. Like, many of us can get certified once we start, because we all have IT background. Then they look at the past performance. Have you worked? Do you understand what services that you're offering? All of those things they talk about. If you are a veteran, then they look at the veteran documents to make sure. If to go for the federal certification, which is DBE, your personal net worth should be only 1.32 million. That's another headache for our Indians, because we don't qualify, because we have personal net worth more, right? So for example, I have a client who lives in California who just owns a condo and he doesn't qualify. But I have a client in Kansas who owns 2 houses and he still qualifies, because the pricing is not high over there, right? So there are some differences, but your personal net worth, most of the time our Indians don't qualify for this DBE or 8A certification because of the personal net worth that they remember. Even if you don't tell them that you don't have it, you say you don't have it, they will find out. It's a government. Another thing is, when we go for federal certification, they dig everything about us, right? I will tell you, one of my client had a bank, he was paying child alimony long time back. That was 12 years back or 13 years back, right? So they said, you didn't pay 2 of the child alimony at that time. Where did they even find out? He didn't know about it. So he has to go to his ex-wife and get a waiver, a letter saying that everything is good. He doesn't have to pay anymore. So that's how they dig into our finances to make sure, even if you forget that you opened account a long time back, we forget sometimes, and they will say, oh, you didn't disclose that you have an account there, right? So that the government, because federal government want to make sure we are good tax-paying citizens and we are not terrorists, and we are complying with the business rules correctly. So that's what they do. A lot of background check, they outsource it, and that's why federal certification takes longer because they have to do a lot of background checks. So now I'm going to go to the next slide. Why get diversity certified, right? Why do you want to get certified? Well, because you must know, or you already are doing business with successfully, doing extremely well. Why do I have to get certified? But even if you're doing a very good business and everything, it is very important at this time to get certified. For the last 10 years, it's been coming up, but now it is at the peak point where certification is so very important, because all the corporates and government agencies are wanting to work with companies who are certified. Okay, simple reason. It's like an insurance. Keep it with you, because you'd never know when somebody is going to ask for it and you will have it. So the application fees and all that, it doesn't cost that much to go to be certified and renew certifications every year. So it is very important. And also imagine an RFP comes out and you're bidding on an RFP. If you are certified and 9 others are not certified, they will only look at you because you're certified, right? That is an advantage of being certified. Another thing is they only look for certified companies to provide opportunities. A lot of, like when you go, for example, this event conference I'm going, it is only for certified companies that I can meet with the corporates, right? So that kind of opportunities. And also there are a lot of workshops and training offered at no cost to you, as well as boot camps. Like you can go to MIT, you can go to Dartmouth, you can go to Yale, you can go to UCLA, and all of these colleges, scholarship boot camp, 1 week or 2 week boot camp is offered to you. It costs around $10,000 to $12,000 for each person, but it is offered free of cost by the councils, because all the corporates give out, every year they give out 5 or 10 of these scholarships. So imagine they're giving it out in each state, right? There are some hundreds of scholarships available, but those scholarships are provided when you're active, not just getting certified. If you're attending events, you are attending monthly events are happening, so if you attend, they notice you and you have to apply for it and they will grant you to go for it. So that is a great opportunity for us to avail those workshops. And then access to capital. Also banks, if you're certified, they have they provide more privileges or leeway, and all of those things happen, right? And then what happens when supposing you're certified, you're at the networking event, you become friends. Let me give you an example. One of my client, she does first aid training, right? She does first aid training for all the corporates, and she met through the networking, became friends with another guy. He does prototypes, manufacturing of prototypes, right? So she was contracted with Tesla, doing the first aid training for them. She helped to connect him to her contact at Tesla. Now he has a contract with Tesla for the prototypes, right? Even with each other. If I'm working with the corporate, why can't I introduce you? As long as you're not competing with what I do, I can easily refer you. So that is another power of being networking and getting to know people. Even if they are not in your area, if they are working with a corporate, that can easily refer you to the corporate, right? So that is the reason to get certified, right? If you may be doing very well, you don't need at all certification. Still, I would advise or request you to just simply get certified, because you never know where the opportunity comes, and then the most important thing is it takes time to get certified. It takes like 90 to 120 days to get certified for national certification. If you go for federal certification, it goes beyond 8 months even. There's a lot of documentations to prepare and to submit. It takes 2 months to even submit for federal. For a corporate national certification, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. So don't wait till the RFP comes out. Oh, Ranjani, I need to get certified now. It doesn't happen that way. So think through properly, like how you plan your company, your goals. So keep certification as one of the goals and get certified so that it will be useful for you as well. And also, don't think you have to go through only me. If you have employees in your company, you think you can go through it, we will send you the links. You can look through that, and if you think you can do it yourself. And only if you have any questions or something, we can help you. If you don't have the time or the bandwidth or the patience because of the long, lengthy process, that's the reason I have my business, because it is a little bit, a minimum certification requires 60 plus documents, and they check each and every document. So that's what we do. And that's the reason people get put off by, oh, it's taking long time, I don't have the time, because they don't see immediate effect of the certification. So they just put it off all the time. Any questions? Any thoughts that came to your mind that you want to share?
We can take the Q&A a little later. Yeah, we can continue.
Okay, I'm just going to go on.
Yeah, she has to go by 9:15, but it's 12:15, I guess. Make sure we have a,
No worries. I have time. I'm just asking if anybody has any questions so that I can take a 30-second break from talking.
There are the questions
Ah,
in the chat forum. I think Chaitanya wants
Yeah,
to
if-
do it, and can you wish Chaitanya?
Yeah, we can take if that's the case. So we have a question something like are GCs not considered for certifications? Majority of our people are either L1s or L2s or probably H4, right? So what kind of certification they'll be eligible for?
Most of the time, if you don't have a US citizenship, if a company is owned by women, and if you have a GC, then you can go for women-owned certification. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. If for women-owned certification, you don't have to be a US citizen. As long as you have work permit, green card, you can go for women-owned certification.
Okay.
So that is the difference between minority and women-owned. If you want to be minority certified, the majority owner have to be a US citizen.
That actually brings into another question. So once
Okay.
certified, what are the minimum norms or to maintain the certificate as certification as active? Like, do they need to perform certain operations or?
Not necessary. They are not looking at how much you're making. Are you making this much? That's not their look at all. As long as you are like when the first certification process, they check everything, right? For example, do you have business license? Are you maintaining your financials, like a profit and loss and balance statements? Are you filing your taxes regularly, right? Those kind of things. And then they look at if you require any licenses to have professional licenses, are you keeping up with it? Your lease agreement, if you have an office, are you paying your rent regularly? Do you have an active lease agreement? So these are all the things that they keep checking on a yearly basis. And the first time they check your tax returns. They look at your investments. They see every number in your financials and balance sheet and profit and loss. They look at it and see if you have any investments, anybody else come to it. So I'm seeing in this questions, right? On non-citizen, non-US citizen, but if you have a green card, you can go for women-owned certification. If you have a green card, okay, EAD will not work. You have to have a green card to get to H4 will not work. That's what I'm. So you can have. Can we have two companies with the same certification? Yeah, not the same certification. If you have two different companies with two different tax ID, then you need to have two different certifications. Same certification will not work for both. Okay, each business has its own certification. And remember, all these certifications have to be renewed every year because ownership can change. You can sell the company and all of those things happen, right? So that's why these needs to be renewed every year.
Ranjani, can I have one question?
Yeah.
For the H4 EAD, GC EAD, can they, GC and get the green card?
Remember, green card, you can go for women-owned business only.
I see. H4 EADs are not eligible, you're saying, right? H4 EADs
No.
are not eligible.
No.
Okay. And one more thing is, let's
Lot
say
of-
that.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Now, I'm a creative, I'm an H1B or H4 EAD. I partner with the citizen for, I take the 49%, he wants the 51%.
Yes,
Can I use that
yes, you
approach?
can. You can, as long as a lot of people do that. So as long as the majority owner is 51% owner is a US citizen, you can go for minority certification. Okay.
Okay.
So
So, but do we need to, let's say that the citizen, whoever the citizen and partner, he wants to, come out of this business. I will continue my business. Can I do that, or do we need to report every year, or
you
change in
have
the
to
ownership?
I have done this joint when to many people. Okay. So what we can do is what people do is they combine with the person, and till they get their US citizenship, you have to be with them. You cannot just get join with them, get certified, and then say, okay, fine, I don't need you anymore, right? Because remember, these certifications are required every year. Like you have to renew it every year. So you have to keep that evaluation until you get the citizen. This is only for a minority. So I have a question here. I have three
I'm
business
done. I'm done.
LLC
Thank you.
and have filing taxes. And 1 second, and these businesses on my wife name. So see, it is on your wife name. That means your wife is a majority owner, okay, and she is on EAD. Then the company does not qualify for certification, even though you are running the company, right? If you are a US citizen, you need to change majority to your name and get certified.
Another question, Ranjani.
Yeah.
So just let's say we have a company with all the 80 certification and everything,
Yeah.
and that was sold to some a non-woman or like a non-woman and non-certified people, like some other
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Does the certificates get transferred over, or do
No,
they
it will
be
not.
permanent?
So they immediately look at the eligibility of the new owner, and they will lose the certification.
Okay.
So you have to when the ownership changes, we have to let the council know that the ownership has changed, and then you have to provide the owner documentations, only the owner documentations. And then, because anyway we have to do the certification every year, right? So at that time you have to you will be providing the new owner details. So then that's how it is. You cannot do one time and then take them out. You have to, until you are a US citizen, you have to be part of.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go for the next slide. So how do you prepare for growth, right? Okay, let's say you have got certified and all that thing. It's not just enough just because certified. Nobody is going to knock on your door and say, oh, you're certified, here is a contract for you. Nobody is going to do that, right? We all go to college, we get a degree. Nobody offers us a job. We go and apply and find the right job. That is what certification is for the business. We still need to work it, right? You have to make sure your website, the certified logo is on your website. Very important. Or you put it on LinkedIn. Hey, I'm certified now, so that all your clients get to know about you. And then prepare your capability statement. Put the certifying logo on that. It is important to promote it, market it. And so your current clients, let them know that you are certified. And so that they will include your company name in the diversity spend. And they want to give you more business because they can include your name in the diversity spend. A lot of advantages are there, right? And then we all should always have a line of credit with the bank. It's very important, because suddenly if an RFP comes out and it is for $2 million or even whatever that amount is, they want to make sure that they want to make sure that you are able to scale up, you are financially stable to apply for the RFP. So there will be one box. Do you have a line of credit? If you say yes, even if you have it for only 50,000 or 10,000, doesn't matter. As long as you say yes, you are good to go. Because if you have a small line of credit, if you take your contract to the bank, they will help you out, right? So having the line of credit is very, very important. Nowadays, the marketing materials is all social media, but we have to make sure that your current clients are seeing you visually everywhere, not just for the new clients. Even your current clients are wanting to make sure you're active out there. So it is important. And once, remember, when you're getting certified as a minority or women-owned, whatever it is, right? Every month there is an event. I can't emphasize how important it is. Every month the council puts event, and all the corporates, different corporates support them, right? Council is a non-profit. All the corporates provide them money for them all to have pay the staff and run the thing and have networking events every month. So at that event, corporates are there, procurement people are there. When you attend those, it's not just getting certified, framing it and putting it on the wall for your office to look good. No, you have to work it, right? If you go to the networking event, you will meet the corporates. You will shake hands with them. They will know. If Chaitanya attends it for 2 or 3 times, they should know you by your first name, then things starts to happen. It doesn't happen. Otherwise, your company name is just a name. There is no face to it at all. So we have to promote that to make to do this, right? One of my clients always tells this: getting certified and working through this, it's like going on a date. It doesn't happen in get married in one date. You go on 2 or 3 dates and all that, and then you think, okay, this is the right fit to. That's how contracts happen too, through the certification part of it. Okay, even when you are regularly, if you're getting contracts through your network, people you meet, you talk. So many times you go after your contracts, right? When there's an opportunity, nothing comes just plainly. If you're lucky, yes, sometimes it does. But we always have to work towards it. So certification is one avenue, opens the doors for more opportunities, especially to meet with corporates. That's what I've seen in this 12 years, how companies 60% of my companies who got certified with us are actively doing something very good. There are 40% who got certified. They come back after 2 years and say, Ranjani, nothing happened, Ranjani. My certificate, nobody spoke to me. But I will tell them, I haven't seen you in any event these last 2 years. Where have you been? So don't think about just getting certified is going to get you something. That's only a myth, but you still have to work it. Like how we have to do our college degree and get a job, we still need to work.
So Ranjani is saying you need to network. You need to attend the conferences, be it a technology conference or minority women conference, WeBank, NMDC, and whatever maybe. Means Ranjani can list out all these conferences.
So I will make a note of this. Next year in Denver, Colorado, WeBank, I think March 15th to 17th, WeBank conference happens, right? As a non-certified member, you can still attend that conference, okay? And I want you to at least check it out. If you think, what is she talking about? I don't know what check it out. Next year in March 15 to 17 in Denver, Colorado, a Women Business Conference is happening, right? Attend that and you will be amazed at the corporates who are there, but you won't be able to meet with them. You can go to the booths and talk to them, right? You can talk how much ever you want and they will talk to you also. But if you are not certified, there is not going to be much momentum after that, right? But there are matchmaking sessions will happen, but you will not be able to be participating. At least I want you to go the expo days and check it out, all the corporates who are there, And so that is the advantage of being certified. So I'm going to go to the next slide. All right. So so let's say you are certified. And then it's not like how do we maneuver to the certification, right? It's extremely important to connect with a person who's already as a subcontractor, or partner with somebody and do something with it. Don't sit quietly. I always tell my clients when they get certified, every day, 15 minutes, you have to think, what am I doing with the certification? Every day, 15 minutes. I'll tell you, within 30, 40 days, there will be some traction. But you have to do this. That is an exercise we give to our clients who are certified. 15 minutes every day, think about, because then you're thinking, oh, I'm certified. Let me tell that person. Let me show this person. Let me go here and talk to them. And you're looking at how you will get it out in front of the corporates that you're certified. We are very smart people. Okay. We can find ways and means to do it. I have seen I have not seen any Indian businesses who are not successful, So I'm telling you, we can definitely do it. And I am in the West Coast. In the West Coast Minority Council, I have all our Indian companies come and be part of the committees. So if you see, there's more Indians in the Western region, because I just want our Indians to be part of it and also dictate terms to the council. So that's what we are doing over here. So wherever region you are, if you're certified, be part of the council, because there are a lot of committees, and you should be part of that council, and then you will see so many things happen. It takes time, right? I told you, it takes 12, maybe a year or 2 years, but the more effective you are, better it is for you, okay? And then joint venture. If two of you can combine together and you can offer all these corporates, you might think, oh, they already have somebody in place. There's a lot of red tape. They're not going to look at me. I'm too small. We all think that way, right? But you have to think differently, positively, how I can make this work. Then you can go to a corporate, say, hey, we both are joining together and bring the solution to you. So we can give this. So corporates will love that when you bring new solutions, because they are waiting to see solutions. They don't know. They cannot come and tell, do this and do this. You must see a lot of RFIs comes from the federal agency. They don't know what they should do. That's why they put RFI. RFI is request for information. Do not ignore that. Respond to that and let them know, hey, I can provide this solution. This is the way to go about it. And they will remember you and they will reach out to you because you responded to that RFI. There are a lot of ways to get in front of people over there, the procurement people with a thing. And then all the corporates and the certifying agencies, they provide mentor protege program. All the federal agencies, if you go to the website, you will see them mentor protege program. Even if you're not certified, you can enroll in that program. You will get a mentor and they will guide you how to go about the thing. But no, not many people are going for that because it is time consuming, right? You have to have one person there, because it is not just attending a meeting once in 2 weeks. Between the 2 weeks, you are going to do all your research, find out all the things. When you meet the person after 2 weeks, you are going to ask them so many questions and they will know, oh, he did all his homework and he's interested. Let me help him. So it is there are avenues, but we have to open and opportunities available, but we have to make use of it. Okay. And also it's not like all your services are with only one service or something. Like you can say, this is my main prime service that I provide, but I have other services, right? We can do whatever they want. But if you go tell them, what do you want? I can do for you. That shuts the door immediately, But if you tell, I'm an expert in this ERP, this is my expertise, this is what we provide, but we have these other things that we do as well. If you throw out 4 or 5 names, that shows you in the limelight for ERP and all other things, right? We are good at PeopleSoft solutions and we can provide this for you. And then we do all these other 4 or 5, if you mention, then it shows that more credibility towards your business. That you are, instead of just telling me, tell me what you want, I'll do for you, right? All the corporates just don't want to hear that at all. Any questions? Yes, so the question I'm seeing here, let's say a woman on H4 EAD and have partnered with an Indian-born US citizen to open an LLC with 49% ownership. It has to be 51% to the US citizen, okay? The US citizen, this is only for the minority I'm talking about, right? But the women, if the women are having a green card, then you can go for anybody who women has a green card, you can go for women as the 51% ownership. So you for minority certification, you have to be a US citizen. For women-owned certification, the women have to be a green card holder. What do you suggest for getting initial breakthrough? The breakthrough is what I mentioned to combine with the US citizen. If you have your relatives or somebody who knows IT business, don't go to somebody who does not know. Go to somebody who knows IT business. If you ask around, that's another reason attending all these events and stuff, IT serve and all that, you will be able to find and then connect with them. Lot of things happen. I have done this many times. In the front, you have 50, 55, 60%, 40%. At the back end, there are other financial arrangements are made so that nobody loses anything. And there are a lot of things people figure it out, till you are certified. And we all think, can we trust? Can we do this? I don't know how it will fan out and all that. Most of them runs on trust. When you do this partnership, it all runs on trust. As long as there is financially, everybody is happy, like you are planning that through the back end, that you're doing it, the transfer of funds and everything is done properly through commissions and bonus, and then, how to get compensated, then it all works out very well. So remember,
one thing I want to add.
Certification is not the only way to do business. We are all already doing business without certification, right? It is an added opportunity, opens more doors. The best thing is to meet face to face with the corporation. And that also happens not only because you're certified. You have to step out of your comfort zone, be out there, connect with people. Even if you are an introvert, I'm shy to talk, I don't know what to do, I can't do this. I have seen people who started like that, but now they know exactly what to do when they go for them. Couple of times you have to go. You won't believe there are a lot of people who come like you. Okay. Oh, I'm shy, I cannot talk, I don't know what to say. All of this, a lot of people. You're not the only one who are coming to those events not knowing what to do. Once you come there once or twice, you will know exactly what to say to the corporates, how to talk to them as well. Okay, so that's my last slide, I think. So like I mentioned earlier, you have to work it, and then you have to set goals, like not just getting certified, putting it aside. Like I said, 15 minutes every day, you have to focus, because unless you do something within the first year, you will never do anything with the certification. It'll be waste of time for you. So you have to, if you're getting it, make sure that you enroll your kids in the soccer practice and this and that. You make sure that they go to the practice, right? You don't want them to miss it. You enroll them in QMON studies. You make sure they go, because you pay money for that. You're telling them, did you go? Did you attend? Are you doing your homework? That's what we have to do for our own self. Right? Do I make sense? So it is
Exactly.
important.
You're practical, Ranjani. You're practical. You're telling the truth. This is what I've been telling the team also. Don't be shy. Don't do the homework. You have to work hard. There's no easy path.
Yeah.
There's no shortcut to success. Yeah.
Yes. So SBE certification. Yes, you can get SBE certification. You do not require to be a US citizen. So I have to check. Some of the states change, criteria here and there, but depending on which state you are, you can get small business certified. But remember, the small business certification is valued to do business with the state, your state, wherever you are located, to do business. The state government puts out a lot of contracts, as well, but that certification helps. Let me ask you a question. Let me see if anybody can answer this, right? How many of you have, wherever you are located, all over the US, have looked into your city's website, your city, where you're located? How many of you have looked into your city or your county website. And they have a procurement department. Do you know that? They have a procurement department. They also need IT services. You live in that city. That's low-hanging fruits for you, right?
We pay the taxes. We pay the taxes to them.
Yeah, no, you go there. You check the website. There is a procurement department. There is an IT department there, okay? And there is a person handling that. Go connect with them, set up meeting with them, and tell them, I live in the city, okay? What are the needs of the city requirement? I want to help you out. Connect with them, meet with them, and city also puts out events here and there. And be in touch with them every 2 months, and they will come to you. They also put out RFP, and you are right there in the city. It's nothing to do with certification. They will favor you because you're city. Another thing, all your cities, all of our cities have committees. They have IT committees. They have construction committee. They have art committees. Check it out. And it's a volunteer time, once a month meeting, and get into being a part of the committee. Then, if you are part of the IT committee in your city, and if there is a requirement of IT services, who's going to provide that? Your company is going to provide that. Easy as that. They will still put an RFP if there is a requirement, but if it is below that range, they can give it to you directly. You know. And it is easy. So these
Ranjani, and I have one question, Ranjani.
Yeah.
What about IT we're talking about? To some other businesses people, they're not interested in civil engineering, pharma side, some kind of manufacturing. What are the opportunities?
Any business can be certified, right? I'm not talking only about IT services. I mean IT service, because we are majority IT services. There are I have marketing, construction, event planners, so many variety of companies I have. I certify every day. So there is no limit. Only IT companies have to be certified. Anybody can get certified. Any company can be certified. I'll tell you one example. One of my clients, she's African American. She inherited from her mother hair salon, right? And she was like, "What do I do with this?" And so we put our heads together. But she wanted to be creative and all that. She went to her county jail, and she told them, I want to teach the inmates how to braid. Okay, when they come out, they have a skill. And the county, the jail, they wrote an RFP only for her because she told them. They didn't have an RFP at all. You know, how many county jails have computer training for the inmates, right? So you bring the solution. You look at what's happening around. You take the solutions to the corporates or any of your clients that you currently have. Have you tried that? Have you looked into that? Those kind of things, right? I have a question here. DOT, right? DOT also, Department of Transportation, which is a DBE certification, also requires you to be a US citizen. Okay, if you are a US citizen and the DBE, my slide, your personal net worth should be 1.32 million. Less than 1.32 million, your personal net worth, right? So there is a formula that will calculate. If you are looking into that, connect with me, and then there is a form I will send you, and we can you can fill it out, and we can see whether you are eligible before we even go and apply. Unless we are certain that you will qualify, we can go for that, and only if you qualify. So another question, my partner is a US citizen. He's 69 years old, white male. Can we get a disadvantaged business certification? If yes, what? So if he's a white male, if he's a white Caucasian, then you cannot get disadvantaged, right? The minority certifications of African Americans, Hispanics, Asians, and Native Americans. These are the 4 areas. Okay, once again, it is African Americans, Hispanics, Asians like us, Chinese, Indians, all of us, and then Native American. So they are Yes.
Ranjani, what about if I have the veteran as a partner? Can I do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He's a white Caucasian. He's a white Caucasian with the.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as he's a veteran, he has served, right? 2 or 3 years. He should have served in the active duty. A lot of people just go in the reserve and come back because they get funding for education, this and that. They just go to be on the reserve and they come back. They are not actively serving. They are not posted somewhere to serve. They need to be serving at least 8 to 12 months. So there is when they come out of the service, they give a form which is called DD 214. We normally check that to make sure that they will qualify. If you want to partner with somebody, I want to make sure that you get that work with me. We will get the DD 214. We will make sure they qualify first, and then you can form your partnership. Don't do it before that. Don't do the partnership and then they don't qualify. It won't be of any use. Okay, who are the certifying? So government has appointed, there is a question, who are the certifying councils, right? Who are the certifying authority? Government has appointed Minority Council, Women Business Council, all non-profits, Veteran Council. So all these are councils formed and they are funded by all different corporations and federal agencies, and they are running the business. So when you come to me, want to get certified, I will compile everything together and I will submit it to them. I will work with them and I will make sure that you are certified and train you on certification, interview and all of those things. So we will be your hands and feet in submitting the application and doing everything, getting you certified. Once you're certified, we'll prepare all this capability statement and pitch deck and everything for you. We'll help you to get prepared everything. And then we will see where do you have to go and make sure that you are attending the networking events in your areas. If you are active for 3 months, you will pick it up in no time, but you have to be active the first 3 months. That's the important part.
Rajani, we have 7 minutes for you.
Yeah.
How do you reach out? How the members can reach out to you? What are the services you offer? What is the price tag? If you want to at least inquire about it, can you maybe talk about it?
Absolutely. So I have.
So that you can go for Q&A if you have time. Sorry, Chaitanya.
So this is my contact information, but to make it very, very easy for you, if you go to LinkedIn and type the certification lady, you'll find me. You don't have to know my name.
Certification lady.
So
Nice.
That's our company brand. Everywhere we go, we are known as the certification lady. So who's the lady I met, who's the lady who spoke, you don't have to remember my name at all. You just go to the LinkedIn and type certification lady. Or most people know me now because I had a booth at the IT Serve and all that. So I'll do that. Okay. No, I don't do CIOSP3 and all that. We don't do only diversity certifications. Okay. There was a question on the chat, so I'm answering that. Okay, let me give you the pricing. So our cost is like for each certification we charge $1,500 to $1,800, depending on the if there are 4 partners and this and that, right? Depending on the complication, we charge that. But we charge it on a monthly basis. We divide it and charge because we want, all of us are small business. We want you to see how we work so that you will also know how it is all done. And then there is an application fees to the council that is according to your revenue. If you are less than $1 million, it is $350 to $400. $1 to $5 million, it is $500 application fees, right? That is not included in our fees. So we work with you companies because remember, it's not just getting certified. We are with you 6 months after you get certified, making sure you're using the certification, preparing your capability statement. You might already have it, but to make sure that it is, we review that, make sure, and then you're coming on the Zoom like this with the corporates and you're presenting it. Like that's a good practice for you. You're pitching, you're doing the elevator pitch for your company. It's a practice for you doing it, right? I practice my elevator pitch. I'm going to the conference yesterday and day before. I practice in front of the mirror all the time. I never take it easy because I know about my company, because I can speak about certifications in my sleep, okay? But I still practice because I just want to be ready because I don't know when the opportunity comes. I just want to be out there. And right now, one of the corporate is looking for HVAC companies, right? Ranjani, where do you have in your database? Search for me HVAC companies and let us know, right? I'm searching for that HVAC company right now. And if they're not certified, we'll get them certified and we'll present it to the corporate. So that way, so sometimes corporates come and ask us, we need in marketing, we are looking, we are having a conference next year, we are looking for a new event planner, can you find us? Or we are upgrading our system, do you know any trustworthy IT companies that you can recommend us? I can recommend tons of companies to them, right? So I'm just saying, like, they come to us looking for some of the so then according to where the location is, we refer them few of our clients for them to make a selection. Any questions? You are on mute. You are on mute.
You're on mute.
Sorry, CMMI. There's some question on that. Can you please? The chat forum, there are questions.
No, we don't do that also, CM, because we are maxed out with the diversities. So our team, we are a team of 30 people right now, and we do even global certifications. Like some of our corporates, right? They have suppliers globally. So, for example, Apple has suppliers in China who manufacture all of the iPhone parts and everything. So we certify their suppliers in China. Intel has all the semiconductor parts being manufactured in Europe. So we certify a lot of companies, their suppliers in Europe. So we do a lot of global, in London we do. And so we do a lot of global certifications as well.
Chaitanya asked 2 questions are there in the chat. One is what is the difference between disadvantaged and minority business?
Yeah, so DBE is a disadvantaged business certification, which is mainly to work with the Department of Transportation. Okay, they have lots of projects ongoing. So DBE certification is mainly for Department of Transportation, but it is valued everywhere else as well. But this certification is offered by Department of Transportation. Okay, minority certification is offered by the government as appointed minority councils for qualifying businesses as minority so that corporates and federal agencies can utilize the services.
Do they both need citizenship, US citizenship?
Both of them need US citizenship.
Atmiya, sir, I think it got the answer, I guess.
How long we need to be in business to get. So, that's like I mentioned earlier, if you have the background, past performance, right? You don't need to be in business for 2 years. Regularly, you have to be in business for 2 years, right? I always tell, give at least 6 months of financials for your business, right? At least be in business for 6 months and provide some financials. So it shows the validity of your company, because you wouldn't have tax returns to show. And then in that case, you have to provide your personal tax returns. So you can redact all the names, social security, family names, and all of that. But they just want to make sure you are a good tax-paying citizen. So that's why if you don't have business tax returns, then if you are filing for certification within 2 years or less than a year, then you have to provide your personal tax returns.
Ranjani, one more question.
Yes.
So are there something like do's and don'ts? Like let's say if I get WBE and MBE, I cannot get DBE or...
No. One can pile up how many ever certifications you want. But remember, do you have time to use the cert? Do you have time to go for monthly events by the councils? Do you have time to go for the national conference? You need to make sure that you have the bandwidth, right? So I normally advise my clients, do 1 certification or just 2 certifications, only 2, and see how to work it. Once you get used to it, this is how it is done, you will hear in your network, this certification will help me to get to their corporate, or they're looking for it. Then you'll come back to me and say, Ranjani, I need to get that certification, right? But don't simply get too many certifications. You won't do anything with it. Because every one certification is, if you know how to work it, it's the best. You remember, it is not just simply You go through a lot of paperwork and interview and all of these things to get certified, right? And you have to really, really use it. That's the important part of it.
Okay.
Now it's 9:15. I have to go because my Uber comes at 9:40. So sorry, I have to get to the airport.
Okay.
Just to
Thank
add,
you.
sorry,
Go ahead,
just to add,
Chaitanya.
yeah, just to add, so the conference is happening in Baltimore, and there
Yes.
is tickets are still available. If somebody is not certified, they can just attend the dinner, the networking dinner also for $200. So I have pasted the link.
Yeah, not only the networking dinner, there is expo pass. You can attend only the expo, right?
Yes.
Check it out if that is available. And one day expo pass, get one day expo pass. And on Monday it is from 2 to 6 p.m. the expo, and Tuesday it is from 10 to 12 and 2 to 5. So if you are in that region, Baltimore area, and if you think you can just attend only the expo, please do. You know, and check it out if you are able to.
And
It's on
Ranjani,
this Tuesday.
I'll be in the conference of both NMSDC and as well as IT sir. Looking
Okay.
forward to meet you there.
Oh, please, do you have my cell phone?
I just took it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, text me, please. Let's connect, okay?
Definitely.
Yeah, please. Okay. Any questions?
Thank you are talking on mute.
Yeah, thank you, Ranjani, for joining the call
Yeah.
with short notice. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to us, and you've given a lot of information. Definitely, our team, our members will digest, and they will reach out to you.
I know. From just the questions that came out, I know many of you are not US citizens, and that's why you may be a little bit upset that, I cannot get certified. But there are ways and means, like you can partner or do something, and even like attending this expo, or I told you about the VBank next, just attend and understand what it entails. Then you can strongly think about whether you want to do partnership. Right? Don't blindly go and do it because I'm telling you to do it. Just think through properly. And I am always willing and ready to chat and talk and discuss about it. Okay. And you can always reach out to me. But my email address is there. I only request you come through LinkedIn. I'll get your email address and put in touch with my admin, because I'm traveling all the time. I might miss out and I don't want to upset you. So my admin will make sure that I respond to you that way. Okay.
Yeah, team will send the details
much,
to Ranjani's contact information. Okay, we'll go from there.
So thank you so very much.
Ramji.
Thank you for this time. Thanks for this opportunity. I really appreciate it, and wish you all good luck, and hope to meet you all sometime. At least
Yeah,
I think
Ranjani,
many
we'll
of
be
you
having the ABC conference, ABC Atmiya Business Conference next year. You have to join and train our members. Okay.
Where is it?
It's going to happen in Dallas or New Jersey. We'll let you know.
Okay.
ABC, because the ABC conference, Atmiya Business Conference.
When is
we do the business
do you know the
with
time frame?
I'm sorry.
Do you know the time frame?
No, I will let you know. I think
Okay.
team
Yeah,
is
I would like to attend. Absolutely. All right, guys. I really need to go. Sorry about that. Okay.
No, it's okay. Have a safe flight and see you on the IT sir. When I want to come to the NMDC, but given the IT service, I'm the startup director. I have to be there. Thank you.
Okay.